So it is all but confirmed that Marc Marquez will be alongside Francesco Bagnaia in the factory Lenovo MotoGP Ducati team for 2025. Now, up until Monday, it was absolutely nailed on that Jorge Martin would be alongside Pecco, Marc would get a GP25 in one of the satellite teams, and Nea Bastianini would go to Aprilia. That was nailed on. Everybody and their dog pretty much knew that was what's going to happen. And today I'm just going to basically run you through the timelines of how not only did it affect Nea Bastianini, Jorge Martin and Marc Marquez, everything's gone out the window. All the seats that we thought were nailed on for certain riders, gone completely different. And it's absolutely crazy. So as always, Marquez has been one of the biggest names in the sport for the last 10 years, and still shows by him basically pushing Jorge Martin out the main door of Ducati that he is still the golden boy of MotoGP, and to be honest, there's not really any surprise. We're going to quickly go back to, I believe, Thursday of last week before the Mugello Grand Prix, as the hospitalities and everything was being set up at the circuit. There was a small picture of Marc Marquez in his Gresini gear going into the KTM hospitality. At the time, we thought, maybe Brad gets moved down to the Tech 3 team that is going to be for next year, and Acosta and Marquez would lead the charge on the factory Red Bull KTMs. Now, for me, that was a very cunning move from Marquez, because coming into the weekend, he basically said that Pramac was not an option. Well, he kind of said that since Catalunya, but he was saying not an option to go to Pramac. He didn't want to go. So it was kind of, even in Ducati, I reckon they thought factory bike in Gresini, will take one of Pramac's bikes and give it to them. Everybody wins. And that's probably what they thought until basically Sunday night. And Marquez basically says that unless he gets the factory team, he is gone out the door. On top of that, the pictures of him going into KTM, we all know that if he got on a KTM, he probably would suit that bike better, which means he probably would be even more dangerous to the championship. And really, he's just strong-armed Ducati into the season, which is absolutely outrageous, because Ducati basically over the years have never kind of kneeled to anyone. Ducati have always made the riders jump through hoops, and we finally found someone who can match their kind of pressing power and kind of have forced them into this kind of weird situation. So it basically looked like that last minute, it's sounding like Jorge Martin at Mugello was told that seat was his. Factory Ducati alongside Pecco for 2025 was his, and that's where all this Marquez into KTM and then Marquez strong-arming Ducati into giving him that seat and kicking Jorge Martin out the doors all come from. It was nearly all but pretty much everything but the ink was dry on this kind of contract that Jorge Martin would go to the factory team. And obviously, as we have found out yesterday, he is going to Aprilia. So absolutely crazy 48 hours in the MotoGP paddock. The timeline is basically Sunday night he found out that he wasn't going to get the factory bike. I was told basically service is no longer welcome, because all year long this season he said he doesn't get the factory bike, he will go and ride for a different manufacturer. And in fairness to Jorge Martin, it mightn't be the best move for his career, but he stuck to his guns, he stuck to his morals, and he's left Ducati inside for Aprilia. I really hope that it works for him there, but it's just absolutely crazy that they've let him go, because he's basically been snubbed 2 or 3 times out for the factory team and leading the championship, looking strong. Right, maybe didn't have the greatest Mugello, but he's been probably the most consistent and definitely a step from last year after his championship battles at Pecco. So it's absolutely crazy. Sunday night he finds out he's not getting the contract with the factory Ducati. He knows he's up for grabs. So the manufacturers go straight to Aprilia. Aprilia get onto the bosses, they say get him at all costs. Come Monday morning, the contract is signed, everything's settled, and I believe 5:30 on Monday it was a press release was put out saying that there'd be news at 6 o'clock. We get a little video of Massimo Rivalli and Aleix Espargaro and Jorge Martin, and it's a done deal. So Jorge Martin out of Ducati into the factory Aprilia team alongside Maverick for the time being. We still don't know if Maverick's future is confirmed or not, but that leads to believe then obviously Bastianini will not be keeping his factory Ducati seat, and apparently he's getting, it's very weirdly worded, but an official KTM in Tech 3. Now it looks like next year KTM will not have the Gas brand on the grid. It'll be Tech Fury KTM again. So it looks like we're kind of going back in time with that, because the way the wording of the rumors for Enea Bastianini's future is they'll be on an official KTM in the satellite team. So he would look like to be taking Augusto Fernando's seat. Obviously Pedro moving up to the factory team, doing kind of a swap with Jack. It was pretty much confirmed at Mugello by the KTM boys that Jack will be going nowhere and he'll be kept in the family, which just means he's being demoted, doing the switcheroo with Costa. So in 4 days, Friday, so from kind of Thursday to Sunday night, Monday morning, the whole grid has changed really for 2025. It's absolutely outrageous and amazing. And in fairness, fair play to Marquez. I'm not by no means his biggest fan. I've never been a huge fan of him. Completely respect the guy and his talent, but what he's managed to do here is absolutely no one has ever managed to strong arm Ducati into making a panic decision because they're afraid of losing him. So amazing. Just wanted to make this video kind of touch base on everything that's happened over the last few days. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of the situation. Was Ducati foolish to leave Martin go? Was Martin foolish to sign for Aprilia and not just take a second seat at Ducati? Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you have enjoyed. Drop a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. To catch you in a future video in the not so distant future. Thanks for watching. Slán